Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final episode of the Mageseeker. We went through a lot. We've defeated, killed Eldred and Hesbeth. The Mageseekers are in shambles. We spread the truth about the history of Demacia. Even Lux has come to get our help as the final forces of the Mageseekers march on her town. Forget the name. Whatever, some town on the edges of Demacia. It all hangs in the balance. Gathering stars, a constellation of allies. This should be the last mission, I believe. And so, in preparation of that, I went over here, and I have gotten all of the Silverwings. There were some hidden in the walls and some missions that I missed, and one that was just like in obvious plain view, and I just missed it, just to the side of like a path. Ugh. I could go and try and get the, 3 notes? But getting the notes off screen, I think, matters less. What matters here is talking to this lady. Oh, you found all my Silverwings. I can't thank you enough, Silas. I even saw Kara petting one of my Silverwings. I tell you, everyone loves them. This place looks like home now that I have my Silverwings back. You have so many of them. Oh, just look how happy they are. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Silas. Okay. Killed the scientist. Well done. Yep, that's true. I did. I believe I have all the upgrades already, so there's nothing left to buy. I'll just do one last playing with my own personal Silverwing. Yeah, perfect. I thought the Silverwing was supposed to like evolve or something over time. Oh well. Okay. Terbizia. Wisteria is marching on Terbizia. She plans to kill everyone there, including Lux. Bring your forces and prepare to defend the town. Okay. Common enemies. I think I want... It's been a while. Let's bring the fire. And... I do like thunder. But I think I'll go with the Mystic Burst. Common enemies. Lightning would be more useful, wouldn't it? And fire is also... There's no ice. Let's, I'll go fire and wind, I guess. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll go lightning. There we go. That gives us a dash, and it gives us a standing combo. Here we go. Alright, Joel, one last time. The great city of Demacia, back at the capital. These two realize how far they've fallen. I just came back from Lux. She won't leave Terbizia. Mysteria's headed there now. She plans to execute every mage she finds. Shyvana left. She's not coming back this time. She's left before. I let her go too far. I let the Mageseekers seize too much power. And now the people I love are in danger. You wanted to make your father proud. You wanted to be a good king. No, I wanted to be a strong king. My father wrote a royal command before he died. He wanted the Mageseekers to stop all arrests. When I saw what he'd written, I destroyed that letter. Everyone was so sure Silas had killed him. Forgiveness felt weak. I know what you mean. When I learned Lux was a mage, I was scared. For her, yes, but I was even more frightened of what people would think about me. But I was wrong. If the people we love have magic, Jarvan, we have to protect them. Understandable. Definitely flawed. Like, when you've built something up and someone else... I've actually been recently rewatching Firefly, and there was a very similar thing there. With River and River's parents just not wanting to sacrifice anything to save her because of everything they have. It's easy to, you know, say you love someone and everything when you don't have to give anything up about it. It's good that he's coming around on it, but as a first reaction, I don't think that makes you a bad person. It makes you very human. I like Garen. So maybe I'm a bit of an apologist. Any other Demacian should be free to do the same. We must stop the executions before this Mageseeker madness spreads any further. Return to Lux. Keep her alive. And if you find Wisteria, tell her to stand down immediately. If I see Shyvana, what should I tell her? Tell her, no transformation is forever. Okay. They see everything that's going wrong. They've realized it. Self-reflection. Good on them. I don't think, especially from some notes that we see, there's definitely an amount of stuff that the Mageseekers are doing that they're not telling the higher-ups. So there is actually a bit of plausible deniability when it comes to Jarvan. I am almost certain Jarvan does not know about the mage experiments. There's no way that he would not react well to that. He would not condone the mage experiments that Hezbeth was doing. Eldred knows about it for sure, and so does Wisteria. So does a lot of Mageseekers. But I'm pretty certain that Jarvan wouldn't know about that. I'm betting that the father doesn't either. I think that that's kept hidden even from the royalty. But that's speculation, based on like their personality and everything. Okay. We're all here. This is it, everyone. Now we face the Mageseekers on our own turf. They may have numbers, but they don't know this forest like we do. None of this would have been possible without your bravery and sacrifice. I used to fight to save myself, but today I fight for you. And for the new Demacia we are building together. For freedom. For freedom. The Mageseekers are not particularly stealthy. They've never had to be. I think they'll attack the southern or eastern gates. We should guard those. We'll be ready. Not frightened, are you? Me? Frightened? That's a good one. I'm not the same girl you knew in prison. These past months have changed me. You're becoming the warrior I always knew you would. And best of all, I'm no longer alone. They're here! They're attacking from the north! Shit! They've got raptors! Well, well. A surprise attack. The swine do learn. Raptor fight was fun. What the? How does that not zap you? Come on. 1, 2. Whoa. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ah, he got me. Psych. Okay. One, two. That doesn't hit at all. There we go. Oh, Master's down. Get lightninged. Get out of here, Silverwing. Northern entrance defended. Silas, they need you at the southern gate. I'll help the mages here. Alright. Good luck, Alchemist. Ooh, nice healing. To the southern gate. We'll heal. Alright, what's coming up here? Can't block those shots for you forever. One, two, lightning. Get burned up. Two, lightning. Wind is the answer. There we go. Oh. How dare you? Be gone. Get justiced. entrance defended. They keep coming. There are too many. I can't hold them off forever. In need of my magic again, Silas? They need you at the East Gate. Ooh, things are growing pretty well. Less mages. Some rubble. Purposely placed to create a barricade. Refilled. Alright. One, two. Get flamed. There we go. I see a justice. All right. More oh, hello. Wow. Wow. Good job, Gideon. Silas, we found the Mageseeker's encampment. It's an abandoned fort nearby. Let's go end this. Why haven't you been helping me fight more often? I thought Yop was impressive. Did you think we'd let you attack Wisteria without us? Admit it. You need our help. Ready? Charge! Nice ult. Lux, I was so worried. Garen, what are you doing here? I'm sorry. I should never have left you. I should have been on your side from the very beginning. I promise. Now and always, I will be. So you're not arresting any more mages? No. Jarvan and I agree. The Mageseekers are the real threat to Demacia. I mean... yes, but also you're enabling them and turning a blind eye. But yeah, pretty much. That's kind of a little bit of blame shifting, but like you're not participating anymore. That's the real part that matters. Just, you know. Okay, anyway. He wants Wisteria to stand down, but I don't think she'll follow orders. I'm glad you and Jarvan have come to your senses. It took me too long. I should have stood by my sister, no matter what. You're here now, though, and we have a lot of lost time to make up for. Right. Come on, little sister. Let's fight. Ooh, back to back. That's pretty cool. Alright. For the final fight, I need a fire spell. Just set to fire. And then wind is still good. We have our lightning. Cold shield is still been very nice to have. Okay. Final Spark would kind of make sense for this final fight. Never use Cataclysm. I don't think I want to, though. It doesn't seem like it's useful in how these fights tend to go. Mind Judgment. I think in the very end, the thing that should matter is what we got from Morgana. Another Silverwing. Go on, I'll take care of this guy. I hope he likes a bit of chaos. Sword got bigger. Interesting. You okay, though? Alright. You're losing guys one by one. I'll hold them off. You two take the other path. Bleed them dry, boy. Today is the day. The day Mageseekers will fall. Everything we've sacrificed, it all led to this. There we go. No more Mageseekers. No more kings. Lightning. Okay. Clear through that. Brambles won't stop me when I've come. Oh. Shyvana? Shyvana? But I thought she was King Jarvan's pet. Is she attacking us? Even Jarvan's bodyguard fights for us. Did she turn the prince's heart? Kind of, yeah. Alright, Shyvana. Oh, hello. Silas, I beg you. Please, don't do this. Your tricks don't work on me anymore, Rain. You can save so many lives, Silas. Just stop all this. Get out of my head. Your friends are all going to die, and it'll be your fault. Just like when you killed me. It was my fault, but I didn't kill you. This is your fate, Silas, to hurt everyone you love. Enough. Don't listen to her. Leilani made a choice. She gave herself for all of us. Yes, you're right, and we owe it to her. To end this. Go. I'll hold them off. What's that TFT item? Oh, hello. Ah. Rock. Excuse me. Okay. Let's just do that. And then get shackled. You know what? Let's actually switch it up. It really is Final Spark. Final Spark is just the coolest one. Silas, my old friend, you could have been freed of your anguish, but instead you chose pain. Out of the two of us, I think I'm the one who's free. I think they infuse her with, like, Morgana? 1, 2, 3. Ow. These grasping claws. Ah! Shield up. Ah! Whoa. Wow. Ah. Oh, stunned. Whoa, that's a big hit. Ooh, okay. I'm in danger. on. Okay. Next phase. Your magic afflicts you, Silas. Don't you remember? I used to be like you, tormented by magic. She says her magic's under control. I got fully healed, thank goodness. But this doesn't look like control. Make it stop. Drink this. It will quiet the magic. Wait. A little problem might become useful with a few tweaks. Yeah, she was a fire mage. Mysteria, do you trust me? Then, for the first time, I was free. Whoa, hello. Kinda look like Wisteria. Interesting. Okay, so Hezbeth really was the Singed of Demacia, where he just caused a bunch of problems. I haven't had a fit in 2 months. Am I cured? Yes, Hezbeth's little experiment was successful. So my magic is gone? No. Transformed. You should be able to control your powers at will. I don't want to. I want the magic gone. Yes, feel your anger. Your emotions may trigger it. Pain. It's gone. I just feel strong. Think of what you could do with your powers. For the Mageseekers. For Demacia. Thanks to the Mageseekers, I was a new person. Can't really do much locked in the corner. To Eldred, she was an investment. But to me, she was a sister. Rain, there is no need to suffer like this. I can help you regain control. Do you trust me? Oh look, the cycle. Alright, one down. Let's set you on fire a little bit. There we go. I can't save Wisteria, but I can save Rain. It's a little bit too far gone. Just a wee bit too far gone. Oh, hello. It doesn't have to end this way, Silas. Another life is possible. I thought I had it worse than you in prison. But I see now, I was lucky. Your imprisonment is far more insidious. They took everything from you. Can't you see? I'm giving you one last chance. Come back to us. And live in chains again, bound by duty and lies? I'd rather die. Then I shall gift you your freedom. Final form. Like a twisted kale. Whoa, hello. Oh, thank you. Setting things on fire a bit. Oh. Alright. Final sparked. Oh, wow, you actually have Morgana's ability block. Wait, what is that? Excuse me. Excuse me? Two. That Victor laser. What? Pardon me? 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2. Oh God. Ooh. I'm messing up right at the end. Come too far. One, two, three. Hit it with your own little laser thing, whatever that was. Gotta take the magic from you. Ah, this really is very, very Kale Morgana, isn't it? All we need is one spark. It's over, Wisteria. The poison that is magic will consume you. I pity you, old friend. You've always hated yourself so completely. Don't pity me for knowing the truth. Rain, she needs help. Burned away by her own power. I will watch over her. I promise.
those you love will hurt you the most. I hear the pain in their song. There are notes of bitterness and regret, but also a new tone of acceptance and respect.
Silas isn't going to end his rampage. You will have to stop him, one way or another. We couldn't have beat the Mageseekers without his help. I'll always be grateful. He's still a murderer. And a liar, and a traitor. He's also saved many lives, and he's changed the minds of many Demacians, including yours. People can be many things. You've certainly shown me that's true. Oksana the rebel, the exile, the leader, the mage, my sister. Are you ready to go back to the city and be Demacian again? I never stopped. I could use some help talking sense into Jarvan the Fourth. I don't have your power with people, and I think he'll listen to you. As long as you promise not to secretly betroth us again, I'll give it a try.
The young king must keep many things in balance. Honor and duty tip his scales in one direction. Love tips it in another.
I, Jarvan Lightshield IV, decree that all Mageseekers are ordered to cease their operations immediately. The city known as Terabithia shall be a place of refuge for mages, governed by Luxana Crown Guard. As king, I promise I will find a way to bring them safety in Demacia. Any noble who still supports the Mageseekers is henceforth my enemy. Look for me on the field of battle, if you dare. Is it enough? Do you ever feel safe here again?
The rebel leader mourns the dead. He does not know, but they still stand beside him.
Killen, Leilani, all the fallen. I'm sorry you're not here to see the world you built for us. If I could speak to you one more time, would you think it was worth it? What would you do if you were still here? Would I live up to the legacy you've left? I hope someday I might be worthy of your courage. So, I'm pretty sure we're champions of Demacia now. Think the king will give us a medal? He made a few concessions, but a promise made under a knife's blade will fail. Demacia's ruler will never relinquish power. It needs new leaders. Our work is far from over. And we need allies. I've spent time up north. Strong people, if a little wild. They may help us. Wild folks? Ha! I can straighten them out. New allies? Intriguing. But first, let us celebrate. Today, you have bought another day of freedom for yourselves and your friends. Enjoy it. Tomorrow, we will make plans to free the rest of this land. No more aristocracy, no more rulers, no more kings. We will show every Demacian that magic is everywhere, and magic is rising. Never forget the lesson we learned today. Each of you has the power to make change happen.
The world spins, and Demacia changes again. In some ways, it is returning to what it once was. actions may have changed the lives of only a few, but stands to change many more. The wings of the smallest bird may change the weather itself, and they have raised a storm to behold.
Okay. So, the Mageseekers are gone. Mages have a safe place in Demacia. That isn't necessarily going to change everything about how people feel about mages, but that's a huge change. Many people saw the truth. Jarvan is now more fine with it. A very missing component here. Obviously, we didn't see Quinn, although I like Quinn. Quinn wouldn't be that important to the story. Quinn just kind of out in the hinterlands, doing what's right, being a scout. The main thing, I think, would be Xin Zhao. I'm not sure there's that much that he would have done here, other than just be a boss fight and be kind of like a reluctant ally to Jarvan, seeing how far Jarvan is going, but he'd be a part of trying to convince him, not just Shyvana. But I guess they just couldn't really find narrative room for him, which is a shame, because I like Xin Zhao. I always thought Xin Zhao would be one of the ones to make Jarvan kind of go back, like follow the right path. So in that way, this story kind of went the way I thought, which is Jarvan, being a good person at heart, eventually turns against the Mageseekers and tries to do right by every Demacian, including mages. Garen going back with Lux, the two of them having a respect for Silas now, but still considering him a liar and a traitor and an enemy. And he is. They end it with with Silas going up north, which we know about. He goes up north to try and find new allies and the ancient magic power that he could use to come back and like topple the aristocracy. So it's no longer just about so Silas is no longer just about like, ah, yes, we'll free the mages. Now he's more that he doesn't believe the people in power will continue to protect mages, and that they will fall back, and they only did this because they were under coercion, and that it'll like slide back, which is, I guess, possible. Not within this generation, I don't think. I don't think Jarvan is going to, but you know, the next one or the next one, and so forth. All it takes is some cataclysmic event, like, I don't know, the worldwide ruination, for people to suddenly go back into fearing mages again. I could very easily see that doing a small revert to status quo. Like, the Mageseekers aren't going to come back, but I think Viego's actions and the desolation of Demacia probably going to lead to a decent amount of anti-magic sentiment once again. But the main question, and this creates, I think this does a lot to help solve some stuff, but it does create some inconsistencies, such as in the Warriors cinematic, we see Silas leading back a troop of Winter's Claw. They're going to raid Demacia. It seems a little bit weird for some of the characterization in the short story, for him to be leading a group of raiders into Demacia after the events of this story. But, you know. Okay. That was the Mageseeker. Let me finish my thought, though. Yeah, the Mageseeker, or rather the Warrior cinematic, where Lux takes up magic and uses it to fight. A little bit weird to be hiding magic while with the Dauntless Gan Vanguard and everything. Like, there's not really a reason to at this point. It's kind of an open knowledge that Lux is a mage, so a little bit of an inconsistency there, but nothing too bad. You could probably try to it just be a bit of like Garen not wanting her to fight rather than not wanting her to show that she has magic. And it does explain how, all the Demacians immediately rally behind her. Everyone's fine with it. Okay. All in all, I think I like this story. I like what it did for Demacia. It more firmly painted the Mageseekers as being the like actual evil in Demacia, whereas other people are being misguided, misled. Very similar to the whole Piltover and Zahn situation in Arcane. Like, Jace isn't evil for the actions that he's taking when he is following his advisors that he is supposed to trust, setting up a blockade and going down to attack the Undercity, or rather just the production spot. Like, those aren't what make him evil, just because, his goal and his reasoning behind it. Jarvan had an extra layer where he is somewhat blinded by grief. So he sees the letter his father was going to do, but also sees that his father was killed by what he thinks was probably a mage. He doesn't think, even if it was knife wounds, which means it probably wasn't Silas. I mean, he knows it wasn't Silas, but he does think that it was probably a mage who did it. Even Silas thinks it was a mage who did it, at least at first. Maybe even now. So, Jarvan is just led down a dark path, but he's in a position of power. And so, even though he doesn't have that much power, honestly, like, not until Eldred died. It really feels like Eldred is in charge of things until Silas dies. Until Eldred dies. And then Silas actually has control. Like, he's now the senior person there, quote unquote. At least that we're able to see. And he starts following being led by Wisteria, who is even more of a hardliner due to her own, self-hate and everything. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All in all, I think that's a good game. I think it's worth playing. It does pretty good stuff for the lore. Demacia is there's still like a little bit of a mess, a little bit of cleanup needed for what is canon, what isn't, what parts of it should be taken. It's kind of loose, but that's what you expect out of any property that is written by a varied group of individuals. If you look at, Marvel Comics or any of those kind of things, where there is an overall story and an overall setting, but it's really hard to pin down an actual timeline because there's concurrent stories and stories being written by different people and people with different opinions on who characters are or how they should act. It's the point of the editors to try and keep it together, but it's going to be impossible to keep things completely under one vision if there's more than one person writing it. So, I think that's you could call it a fault, but I think it's not that big a deal. At the end of the day, what you have to do is kind of pick and choose what you like about a story or a setting like this, and put together your own canon that doesn't break with what is directly told to you, but tries to fit in as much as possible of what is given to you. So, Silas fills a weird role here. I would take this story to be canon, and this characterization of Silas. I think this character growth is better than some of the more ruthless stories that are written about him that you could probably say happen after this. But all in all, yeah. Silas is shown here to be a bit narrow-minded, a bit very unwilling to forgive, unlike other people. Other people are kind of willing to get past stuff. He is not. I mean, I've seen people like Twitter, people like him on Twitter that just like, okay, for what you have done or what you've been a part of, all the kings must be removed. The entire regime must be thrown on its head. So he's still a revolutionary in that way. But I feel like there's less justification for it now. He's not the type to do it, but he should transition into essentially working within the new system that he has created, which I think is possible, but would be difficult. In any case, that is Mageseeker. That's kind of my finishing thoughts on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to, because today, just in time for this, we have gotten confirmation that Convergence, the League of Legends story following Echo, is coming out on the 23rd, just 22 days from now. So I'm definitely going to be uploading that. Hope you guys enjoy. Check out my Twitch channel if you want to see some daily Legends of Runeterra playthroughs. And yeah, other than that, thank you for joining. Thanks for getting this far. You guys have a good one.